If you stopped working today, for what you will be remembered? For the value which you have created, or just for the tasks which you have completed? Think about it for a moment. If you feel, you can close your eyes, but answer this honestly before moving ahead. I know you are a science professional. You have studied hard and you have always got good grades. You have followed the protocol. You have stayed late into the laboratories and delivered the perfect results. Since childhood, you have been hearing this, that study hard, work hard, then and only then you will get good grades. If you get good grades, then only you can enter into that best college, that desired course. And subconsciously you have imbibed the thought that hard work is the only variable that matters. Few years into the professional journey now, and you are experiencing something strange. The people who are taking up the positions which you desire aren't the people who are working harder than you. Sounds familiar? Welcome back to the next series of Catalyst Circle. Every month we discuss a different theme, and if you are new into this community, you can read about Catalyst Circle and about me into the description. As I said, every month we explore a new theme in Catalyst Circle. So what is the theme for January 2026? In January 2026, we will discuss upon the intentional scientist. There are two reasons why I have chosen this theme for this month. The first one is, of course, it's January. We are starting the year, right? And many of us have or love to set resolutions or create bigger goals for their career. What happens to them? Majority of them fail by February. Why it happens? Because they are set on wishing. What I wish to have. They are not set on intentionality. And that's what we are going to uncover throughout this month. The second reason why I have chosen this theme for January 2026 is I talked to many science professionals in 2025. During those discussions, one common theme emerged. Namrata, I am working hard. But why I am not getting those opportunities? Why am I not considered for the promotion? Believe me, in my 17 years of experience, I have seen this around me and I have experienced it firsthand in early years of my professional journey. I started my career in R&D as trainee. I was working incredibly hard. My bosses were appreciating my work. But it took me 6 whole years to get my first step up, to get my first ever promotion. In those 6 years, I was doing the same mistake which many scientists or many science professionals do, and still are doing. I was focusing on only one aspect of my job. I was improving on my lab tasks. I mastered calibration. I perfected validation, even the documentation. I was taking up more and more responsibilities on my shoulder year after year. The result? Every year I get more tasks, or I used to get more tasks, but no promotion. Why it happens? Why we are working harder but not moving anywhere? The reason is we are still following the childhood protocol. Let's understand this. In school or in academics, we have fixed syllabus. We study that syllabus, appear for the exam, get good grades, and move up into the next class. When we enter into the professional world, we wait for the syllabus from our boss. Then we wait for grades in terms of annual appraisal. We also desire for gold stars in terms of praise, that he or she is really loyal, he or she is hardest worker in the lab. But here is the new knowing. Those gold stars don't buy you freedom. The value does. While you are busy being the best student, the world around you, the professional world around you is looking for architects who are able to see the bigger picture. Let me share one experience about my own life. I'm a bit embarrassed by that experience by now, but it will be helpful for you to understand what I mean at this moment. During my early years of professional journey, I visited my sister's place. Her in-laws asked me, "Namrata, what do you do?" With pride, I said, "I am a scientist. I am an R&D scientist at J&J." I was expecting them to feel that pride and ask me about my technical expertise. Instead, they asked me a few questions. They asked me, "Oh wow, that's amazing. So what are the new products which are coming into the market this year? What was the net profit company made last year? How are the share price doing?" I was clueless, honestly. Inside me, I was getting angry. Who asked this question to a scientist? Ask me about samples, the shelf life, the validation. I know everything about my samples, but I know nothing about the business. Today, when I see that from this place, I understand that it is utmost important to see that bigger picture instead of focusing only one aspect of our job if we really want to grow ahead in our professional journey. I really don't want to take my words directly, because in science we trust data, right? So let's do a quick experiment. Let's do a 48-hour audit. Think about the last 48 hours and track down the task which you have done at each hour. At this moment, don't any second thought. Like we capture the raw data into the lab notebook, capture everything what you have done. Don't write down what you wish you should be doing. Write exactly what you have done. If you have spent 15 minutes on LinkedIn, jot it down. If you spend 30 minutes discussing with colleague, jot it down. Whatever you are doing, jot it down. We don't have to showcase it to anyone. We are doing or we are capturing this data for our own self. Like any chemical analysis, we follow steps or we go step by step. In a very similar manner, we will be following every step. If we miss on any of these steps, what happens in the chemical reaction? We end up getting undesired products. In a very similar manner, in career too, if we end up skipping any of these steps, we end up getting undesired products like stagnation, frustration, burnout, and so on. And I really don't want this to happen with you. So that is the reason we will be taking one step at a time. So in this week, you just have to focus on what you are doing and keep on capturing that thing. At least capture minimum 48 hours of data. If you wish, you can also capture 7 days data. If you cannot remember the past 48 hours, don't judge yourself. It's absolutely fine. Capture the next 48 hours. You can also capture the 48 hours of weekend and 48 hours of working day. You also can capture Sunday and Monday, so that 24 hours of weekend and 24 hours of working day. Or you can also track 7 days, whatever permutation combination you want to do, but track minimum 48 hours and include working day in that 48 hour too. So jot down each and every task. One more thing, do not wait for end of the day to capture things. At least if you can capture every hour, superb. If you can't, at least after 3 to 4 hours, 2 to 3 hours, pause and jot down what you have done in that hour. To make it very simple for you, I have created a ready-made template for you. I am sharing the link into the description. Download it, print it and write it down if you are a pen and paper person. If you are a tech-savvy person, download it on your mobile phone and start tracking down what you are doing every hour. Next week when we will meet, we will do the audit of that data to understand where your growth is leaking. At this moment, only focus on tracking the raw data in your project or in your protocol. And from my end, I would really love to congratulate you for taking the first step towards becoming an intentional scientist in 2026. I'm really happy for you and I wish you all the best for this amazing journey. We will now meet on 17th of January to discuss further, to track and audit our raw data and make meaning out of it. Till then, take care, and I am brainstorming on what I will be bringing as new knowing for you on 17th of Jan. What was the new knowing for this week? Write it down, share it with me, and I would love to hear it from you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.